You've emailed out. You got 100 members in 28 days. What happened from there?
Yeah, so I want to mention that, y'all, I did this membership when I sent that first "Can I have $9" email. I didn't even have the first template.
Mm,
I just was like, hey, this is the idea. And I literally put in the PS, hey, I'm about to go pick up my daughter. So if you purchase, you're not going to hear from me until tomorrow because I don't have
mm,
time to make the automation.
yep.
Like
Love it.
I'm not going to create something that nobody's going to buy. I got to
Mm,
go pick up my kid. I don't have time to make this template. Let's see if anybody purchases first.
yep.
And the membership itself lived on Google Drive. Like, it was just
Love it.
a link to a template every single week on Google Drive for, I think it was 13 months almost.
Love it.
13 months, 1,000 members. That was when I
Yep.
thought, okay, now I'm going to spend some money. This is a real idea.
Yeah.
This is worth spending some money on to,
Totally.
better organize. Because at that point I had a lot of content as well. So
Let's
that
let
was a little
let's
bit of,
let's
go
spend a
ahead.
minute there because I think that's a
Yeah,
good point
let's
as
do
well.
it.
So Google Drive, and I guess with what you do, like Google Drive's probably perfect to be honest. Like, did you just have folders like January 2021,
Absolutely.
week one, week two? Yeah. So yeah, I think that's even great. I mean, it obviously sounds like you've gone to a software now, but even Google Drive could be fine. But I'll share a couple stories I've got there. It's similar to the first course I created. First course I ever created, Liz, was a Microsoft Word document, right? Saved as a PDF with a few unlisted YouTube videos that I took from my phone and then I sent to someone on Fiverr to edit it for $5 to make it look nicer. That was my first online course. I can't remember. I think I made $20,000 with it before I was like, oh, you know what? I should probably look into some software because I thought the software was going to cost $20,000. But then I'm like, oh no, hold on. There's stuff for like $100 a month or whatever. But I think it's a similar kind of thing there. It matters. It starting off like that. What's more important is the content. Can you deliver the content in a good way? And I'll share another story there. One of the best courses I've ever done was actually an email marketing course. Is what got started in email marketing. Do you know digital marketer, Liz? Ryan Dice and those mob? Have you heard of them?
Yes. Yeah,
Yep.
I've heard of them.
Cool. So I did their email marketing course, gosh, probably close to 10 years ago now. And it was the best. Still, I think it's probably the best course I've ever done. Was $5,000 and it was Dropbox, was sent on Dropbox, right? I paid and I got a Dropbox link, which was, module one, module two, module three, module four, and then videos. They were all numbered, so it was ordered, but it was great, and like, yeah, if it was on like Kajabi, would it have maybe looked a bit nicer? Yeah, maybe, but like, I don't care. Like the info was still good. So I think that's a good message for the listeners as well. It doesn't so much matter what's the best platform, what looks the nicest. When starting off, hey, let's validate it. Let's make some revenue from it. Then let's upgrade the software.
Yeah, 100%. Nobody's expecting perfection, right?
Mm,
And as if you're listening and you fear, oh, my people need a certain level of professionalism, just be real with them. Say, hey, this
mm,
is the first iteration. I'm going to put it in Dropbox, Google Drive. This is what it's going to look like. As long as you set the expectation,
mm,
no one's going to be ticked off, right?
yep.
Just set that expectation up front. For me, it was, hey, this is just a Google Drive. It's
Mm,
$9, baby. Like, what
yeah,
is it? Like, what do you want from me?
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
everybody was happy with that. So moving forward, then I had that $20,000 to fulfill worth of contracts. And so I didn't, I wasn't able to push it out as much as I would have liked, but
Mm,
it's kept growing. It got to, I think, 400 or 500 members in the first, like 6 months. And then I opened up an affiliate program in the
mm,
summer. So I launched it in February, in the summer sometime. So, 3 or 4 months later, I said, okay, I'm going to give anyone that wants to promote it, you're going to get 50% recurring revenue. And of course, that's when the flood came in. Oh my gosh,
mm,
Liz, you're going to lose so much money. It's already $9. Are you making any money off this?
mm,
And for me, it was a very long-term strategy. It's
yeah.
like, okay, Netflix started off as what, $7 or something.
Mm,
And Netflix had real costs. I'm just a, quote unquote solopreneur. Like,
mm,
sure, my business has costs, but
mm.
like ConvertKit's $30 a month,
Yeah.
right? It's not the same way, that Netflix probably had to. I can't imagine their costs the first couple
Yeah,
years,
yeah.
right? Like they